Oh, well, hello, my beautiful souls. This is Catherine Hidalgo, your friendly, intuitive catalyst conduit, here after a long absence. Um, it's good to be back, actually. So, what do I have to say about my absence? Basically, I was and am experiencing a painful initiation. Hold up while I wipe my sweaty face. It's extremely humid here and very rainy. Oh, okay. So, um, yeah. So basically, it's getting to know me, accepting me, myself, integrally, if such a word exists, the whole of me, basically, in its entirety, particularly the parts I don't like or wish were different, like my legs, for instance, or my temper, or my short temperedness. That's it. Quick to irritation, and my impatience. All of that stems from my impatience because, I mean, come on, just say it, spit it out. This beating around the bush, and all of this as well with my shadow side. Oh, I don't know who that is. Is that Leah? All and my shadow side in particular. So I have been, I think, as I look up, I see progress, the word progress, which is interesting. And it's part of a word, part of a series of words that I use, meaning improving by marked stages or degrees moving forward. Isn't that interesting? There is no such thing as coincidence. I just looked up and there it was. So basically, it's really, hi Leah. It has been a tough series of oh events. How you doing, girl? That way, I'm responding now since I'm not sure I will have time at the end. So I just want to ask, how is everyone? Okay, it's only Leah on, but you all can feel free to get back to me. I will be on consistently from now on. Oh, yes. Aha. On lockdown again. Well, you see, this is what happens when the governments take things too lightly, and they do not put the particular strictures in place immediately. Nobody likes being on lockdown. Thankfully for me, um, where I am in the most southerly isle of the Caribbean, Trinidad and Tobago, um, lockdown has been what, a year now, since March, and it's gradually loosening up. But of course, there has been a not sudden, but a gradual rise again in cases. But it's not that difficult. Everyone has to understand, and that includes you, Leah, my dear, that, how to say this? Look at this lockdown as an opportunity, because that's what it is. It is a new way of being with ourselves, with who we are. We are obliged to embrace who we are and what is going on inside of us, because this lockdown, as we call it, because borders have not been reopened in this country, that everyone has to apply for special permission coming in, to come in, and to go out. Every single person, even the prime minister's children. That's the bottom line. That's the bottom line. And hi, Lauren Mayfield. That's a new name. Yeah, yes, it's rising again. That's true. But the thing is, people have become complacent, Leah, for the simple reason because this has been going on for so long. But actually, the way I see it, it's been improving as well. We all have to take responsibility for our actions. And I mean, even when I go by go down to my mother's place, which I'm doing more frequently because she suffers from, or I shouldn't say suffer because she's doing fine. She is afflicted by dementia and Alzheimer's in a small way. So I make sure, I mean, no hugging and kissing or whatever because she's in her 80s. But I keep on my mask and I drop my bags and I go immediately and I wash my hands and I wash my face, etc. before smooch, you know. But even then I try not to touch too much. So it's touching her hands and so on and patting her shoulder just for the human connection because in her situation, she needs that even more. But this lockdown is also a situation where it emphasizes how much we human beings need the contact. And therefore, we all have to find ways of connecting where the physical contact is not possible. And particularly for my mother's age group, it's essential. Now, she has a powerful stamina. She is very strong. But, and even though she poo-poos COVID, she is very aware of what's going on. She watches all the news and so on. And therefore, she has her a large bottle of hand sanitizer out in the gallery where she greets visitors. And she would only allow certain people that she knows very well to come inside. You know, things like that. So it's this is a revelation, and COVID has its purpose. Okay, COVID has its purpose, and our purpose, as far as I'm concerned, is to find out, discover who we are. All right, now, you know something? I didn't realize how much I enjoyed giving readings, and this really is my path. Doing soul consultations and so much more, and doing soul journeyings, which basically I take you because I am speaker for, and notice I say I am speaker. I am speaker for all galactic planetary beings, which means all planets, those that are known to the humans and all others. I'm looking forward to meeting and greeting other planets actually. However, I am also speaker for dragon. Now I use dragon in the singular, but that really means dragons. Every dragon that you know, because apparently I have been speaker for them in lives past, eons ago. And because of that, they have gifted me with the ability to take humans. I shouldn't really say humans, you know, but right now I don't feel as if I am human. To take people to their planet or star of origin. That is my job. It's fantastic. You all can, and in fact, before I continue, let me just say that you all can hook up with me. I made sure to put my PM up top on facebook.com/intuitive catalyst conduit for readings and anything else, because I use, and I'm going through all of this since I've been off for a long time. I use the Dream Dust Shamanic Tarot deck. And what is different or special about Dream Dust is that it is a card, a deck of abstract paintings but it's a real deck, huh? Okay, with all 72 cards, major arcana cards and minor arcana cards. And these cards were channeled by Sue Kovacs over a period of 3 years. She too is a teacher, she is a shamanic healer, and she is an artist. So she began as an artist, and this was part of her healing, I believe. So I just wanted to share that as well. So, Leah, let me give you a reading right now because you come to mind. So what does Leah need to know right now for her highest good? Leah, I am sure that I got this card for you already. And because it is coming up, hold on a second. Leah, this is your card. Please remove that from there. And call your partner and ask her to come remove the cup that she left in here. Thank you. I don't know who that lip thing belongs to. Please do not leave any belongings in here. Thank you. Leah, I know I got this perspective card for you already. This tells me, and this is a major arcana card, and this tells me that you are not doing the work, perhaps not completely, that you need to. Girl, this is a new year. It is 2021. 2 plus 2 plus 1 equals 5. 5 is the number of change. I'm talking about what's on the floor. 5 is the number of change. Change is where you are at and you keep, what's the word? You are not embracing the changes that are happening or the changes that are on its way to you, Leah. And because of that, you are not seeing, if see is the right word, you are not seeing what you need to. Seeing is not the right word, you know, Leah. You are still ducking and weaving as if you are hiding from change. Listen to me, girl. It is going to come up and slap you in the face, bite you in the ass if it hasn't already done so. Change is part of life. Change is part of life. You must move forward. You cannot stand still, because the more you resist the changes is the more challenges that will present themselves to you. And eventually, this is going to be rather unpleasant. You are resisting change, and don't ask me in what aspect, because I got this card for you already. So that is game playing. This is also telling me, hi Ivory, I'll get to you. This is also telling me that perhaps you're not serious, or you don't want to change, or I don't know what's going on with you, Leah. And may I remind you, after that session we had, you never left me a comment about the consultation we had on my Facebook page. I just want to remind you about that. What specifically, because the perspective card means, Leah, that you have to look at things differently. You have to take a 360-degree turn. So basically, and it could be in all aspects of your life, but it feels as if it's creativity, your creativity. So basically, if there's something that you don't like, you have to turn it around and say and decide, start looking at it differently, to ask, what is it that bothers me about it, and what can I like or love about it? Think of it as, think of it this way. You're standing looking at a waterfall. Yes, the water is falling down. Water doesn't fall up unless maybe you're on the moon, where gravity would have a different effect on water. So the change in perspective in that, using that example, would be for you to lie on the ground and look up at the waterfall. You would have a very, very different view, because from the ground, number one, you would be able to see the water hitting the ground and the water droplets as they spray about. You would be seeing things from that angle or perspective that you never noticed before. So Leah, I really need you to think on that, because change is in the offing. Well, good for you, young lady. I tell you, there is better and bigger fish in the sea. Stop holding on to what does not serve you. Okay? So that is it for Leah. And Leah, I believe this is a second major arcana card. This card also is for you, girl, number 18, the moon. I think I got this card for you as well. But to have two major arcana cards in a reading is a powerful, powerful thing. 18, 8 and 1 is 9. Leah, you are arriving at the end of a cycle. The change that we are speaking about is just on the horizon. You need to pay heed to this. You need to go out in the moonlight and speak to Mother, Sister Moon. You need to go out at the quarter moon or at the new moon, in fact, not the quarter moon. You need to go out at the new moon and to speak to Mother, Sister Moon about your intentions, about what you want to create in your life. You cannot stay still. You have to move ahead. You cannot stand still, because you will be moved. I'm telling you this for your own good. Don't be surprised at anything that happens in the not too distant future, is what I just heard. You need to speak to Mother, Sister Moon, looking through the veil for her to help you. This is saying you need to tap into your intuition. The gold is sparkling there, and it is making itself very visible. You need to open up, because what I am seeing is these two, I'm seeing arms, and this is a being here. Hi, Sylvia. This is a being here, and the arms are open wide to embrace Mother, Sister Moon and to invite her wisdom. You need to tap into your own inner wisdom. You need to pay attention to your dreams and write them down, Leah. So, my dear Sylvia, how are you? How are you? How are you? Yes, it has been a while, hasn't it? And I just saw an ant crawling on my screen, and this tells me you have been busy, Sylvia. I'm just replying now, because what's gonna happen is I'm gonna lose track, and so it's better if I respond right away. All right, so so that's it for you, Leah. I really, really need you to think on these things. All right, now, I haven't given the weekly reading yet, people. Yes, I saw. Okay, Lauren Mayfield. Lauren Mayfield. This is a new face. For what does Lauren Mayfield need to know right now for her highest good? What does Lauren Mayfield need to know right now? Huh, I get the moon card for Lauren Mayfield. This is interesting. This is very interesting. I wonder what's up with that. Okay, well, I saw the full moon last night, and Mother, Sister Moon had a very, very different face on. So, what does she have to tell you? Number one, Lauren Mayfield, you are approaching the end of a cycle. This is a major arcana card, so do heed the message more than you normally would. I see Here, just along here, I see a massive, massive seagull. I've never seen a seagull that size. Lauren, what do seagulls mean to you? Because seagulls speak of freedom as well. Huh? All right. So what you need to know, Lauren, is you need to celebrate your creativity. That's another thing with you, Leah. Yes, because you take your creativity too much for granted. You need to delve deeper into it, Leah. So, Lauren, you need to celebrate your creativity and imagination. You are a person who you are attracted by a lot of mystery in things. I like that. You need to tap into your intuition and your life force, which is very powerful. It is going to guide you, take you where you need to go. You need to listen to your inner wisdom, Lauren. You see that soft voice that you hear from time to time? Heed it. It's important, and it will give you answers. It will give you answers that you need to know. I have to scroll again. That you need to know, Lauren Mayfield. It's absolutely critical that you pay attention to your dreams. Is my face looking sort of fat? Do you all know from my, okay, this might be TMI, eh? But for the past few months, I haven't been sleeping well. That has passed now. But I didn't realize how bad it was until I realized I gained 10 pounds. My fat cells expanded and I gained 10 pounds. And that was so annoying because I was obese. I ain't going back there. That is for damn sure. So when I think, oh gosh, my fat face it's probably the camera. It's probably the camera because I'm holding it so close. Let's put it a little further away. But never mind, that was just a little thingy there. And I don't have the stand, so do excuse me if you see it moving back and forth. But Lauren Mayfield, I see a V also. See where my finger is? I see a V for victory. So whatever you are doing, Lauren, keep on doing it. It's going to take you where you need to go, but you really and truly need to heed your intuition and listen to that soft voice that you hear in the stillness. Ask it questions, that's your guardian angel, and it will answer. What else do you need to know, my dear? Do you have something to do with South Africa? Or is it South America? Because that's the shape I see on the card as well, Lauren. But anyway, my dear, let me know, drop me a comment, let me know if any of this resonates with you. Okay? Now, thank you, Lauren Mayfield. All right. Check out the reading, Lauren. You'll have to look at the replay if you're not on. All right. I didn't check the minute to see when you should come on to look at it again. All right. So the next one is Ivory Williams. Ivory Williams. Ivory, what does Ivory Williams need to know right now for her highest good? You all can be specific if you wish, but it's really not necessary. Oh my God, and okay, Earth Horse. Ivory, you have been working your butt off, girl. This is the workhorse. And I hear slaving in the vineyard or slaving in the fields under the hot blazing sun. That is the sun. But I noticed that what pops here for me, I noticed there's a corona of purple around it. Again, intuition. Purple is the color of intuition. Ivory, you need to ground, and you need to ground a lot. You see the beautiful green? You need to connect with Mother Earth. Go out into Mother Nature. Regardless of the lockdown, you can get out there. Just sink your feet into that beautiful grass. If you cannot do that, Find something on YouTube with nature. Walk around your place in bare feet. Girl, if you can fill a pot with soil or a basin with soil and just put your feet in it. Or if you can get some, I don't know if you're close to the beach, but that just popped in. If you can get some sea sand, carry it home and just rest your feet on it, that would be fantastic. You need to ground absolutely. You are the salt of the earth. People just love you. You know, you have such patience and focus, but you need to conserve your energy right now, Ivory. Yes, put your nose to the grindstone. You work hard, you work hard, you work hard, and you go right ahead and assist others in seeing things through. But what's important here is that Ivory connects and takes care of Ivory. It's really important. Keep your head up, keep that beautiful tail of yours nice and sprightly. And when I say tail, I mean horse tail, okay? You need to connect with Mother Earth and Father Sky. You need to really reach up, you need to reach out, you need to connect. It's very important. That way, you will always be aligned with what's important. All right, Ivory? I hope that helps. If, while I'm still on, if you need any clarification, let me know. But you will have to remind me of the card. There's lots and lots of energy on that card. And go for it, girl. All right. What else or who else? Sylvia. Okay, you're very welcome, Leah. All righty. So, Sylvia. Sylvia, my dear, what does Source want to tell Sylvia, busy bee Sylvia, right now? Marie Ivy, I'm taking people in order, okay? So you, from what I can see, you will be after Sylvia. All right? Sylvia, yes. What does busy bee Sylvia need to know? Let me just respond there. And after Sylvia, I will give the weekly reading, and then Marie Ivory, I will do your reading. Okay? To you after general reading. All right? Okay. So now, Sylvia. I know you have your nose to the grindstone, Sylvia. And I know that you have been very, very, very busy. So that Earth Horse reading also applies to you, honey? All right. What is it, Sylvia? Okay, Sylvia, you also need some balance. You need some balance, girl. Because work does not make Jill a happy girl. So it really doesn't matter how hard you are working. I know you're very busy, but you do need to take time out for yourself. You do need to create balance. So some play, some work. Okay? This green is beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. I love this apple green color. And it speaks about heart. It also is talking about balance in your private life and your public persona. You must create that balance, and that beautiful line of blue denotes, as I am sure you know, communication. So go ahead and try to nip things in the bud, because I'm hearing a bit of dissatisfaction in someone's voice. Is it a male's voice? Communication is important to make sure that you extinguish any sparks before they turn into flames or fires, okay? What else does Sylvia need to know here? Well, of course, grounding, good time management, boundaries, Sylvia. Your boundaries are a bit wobbly. You need to shore them up, okay? Messages or omens in your day today that relate to duality. Yeah, there's something going on here with you, Sylvia, with a duality. What is it? I just heard like a plonk, as if a stone just hit the water. I literally just heard that as I looked at this orb on the card. So, it's as if the shoe just dropped. And you know what? You see this blue line? This blue line, this blue wavy line has just increased exponentially. I have never seen that before. Sylvia, not only are boundaries important, but communication is extremely important for you right now. All right? Let's see what else does Spirit need you to know. What else does Spirit need you to know? Ah, okay. What in the middle world is communicating with you, Sylvia? There's a life choice that you have to make, or have you already made it? It's this middle world that concerns me. Who are you not communicating with? It has grown, it has expanded, and it is now this wide. See that? These two fingers here? There's some communication that you need to heed, that you need to open up to receive clarification, Sylvia. Okay? I hope that helps. But I suspect you know what I'm talking about. Aha! Aha! Okay, so let me see, what else does Sylvia need to know following up on that reading? Oh my God, I get the moon card again. Sylvia, you are approaching the end of a cycle. This is big. This is going to be huge for you, and there are choices, a significant life choice that you will have to make. That just came in. But this is huge. This is significant for you in particular. So I strongly urge you to go out and commune with Mother Sister Moon. Go out and shed the burden and let her take it and replace it with some uplifting messages. Okay? It's the full moon now, so that is perfect. And when the new moon comes around, I would suggest that you focus on your intentions. Focus on what you intend to do. I mean, in concrete terms. Not what you would like to do, but what you intend to do in concrete terms in relation to this individual. And go and send it out to Mother Sister Moon in the first quarter. Right? Why do I keep saying first quarter? Do it in the new moon and then do it in the first quarter. That's what I should be saying. That's odd. But my dear, something is draining you as well. Huh? So you need to show up your life force. You need to heed your inner wisdom. And you really and truly need to pay attention to your dreams, because your dreams, Sylvia, are giving you the information that you need to deal with the situation. And what I would suggest, when you wake, if you do not remember your dreams, before you speak to anyone, as soon as your eyes open, before you think anything, focus on the dream and the part that you know. Have pen and paper at your bedside. just write down what you remember. When you begin writing down what you remember, the rest of the dream will come. And in particular, Sylvia, what you need to heed are the emotions. What were your feelings in that situation in your dream? Because the emotions, in fact, are your guide, and they will open up to tell you what you need to know and do. Okay? All right? I hope that helps, and I hope it resonates. I'm just saying what I get. All right? So let's do the weekly reading, and then I will get to you, Marie Ivy. Okay? So, lockdown is on my mind because Leah brought it up. Lockdown. What is the question? What is the question? The lockdown. Ah, okay. Here's the question. You're very welcome, Sylvia. I hope that resonates. Okay, all right. The lockdown. Okay, I'm just replying to Sylvia here. Right. So here is the reading. What do we need to heed while we are in lockdown? That is the question. What do we need to heed during the period of lockdown or while we are in lockdown? Huh. This is interesting. This is another major arcana card. The Wheel. I love this card. It is so powerful. It's really talking about the wheel of time, you know. You know, for you sci-fi folks, well, I'm a sci-fi fanatic. There's a series by Robert Jordan, a magnificent, huge series by Robert Jordan called The Wheel of Time. And I say that to say this. The Wheel of Time, in fact, is precisely the words that leapt into my mind. This is number 10. And number 10 means that during lockdown, we have all come, as seekers, we are coming to the end of a cycle. By the time we exit the lockdown, whenever it is and wherever it is, because you know time is a man-made construct and time doesn't really exist. All right? So this wheel is telling us, I've forgotten the question already. This wheel is telling us that it is time for a change. Exactly what I said. We have come to the end of a cycle. We need to open, embrace, expand, and be ready. Be ready. Be ready for what awaits us, because we will all be turning a new chapter. Your destiny awaits you. That's why I said earlier that this lockdown has a purpose. It has many purposes, but this is part of it. So begin looking for signs and symbols and omens that speak to you. Begin looking for synchronicities. Like, say, for instance, someone just crossed your mind, and then the phone rings. That's synchronicity. Or you are thinking of something, and you go out the door, or you look at the television, or whatever it is, and suddenly there it is. Those things are synchronous events. Pay attention to them, because when synchronous events occur, it means you are on the right path. Always, always, always. Life has changed, and it is time to embrace this change. It is time to welcome the new. It is absolutely essential. This is the reading. This is big. This is huge. Let me tell you all something, eh? The world has already changed. We are changing. This is the purpose. This is the purpose of COVID. When we all step out into this new world, it will be a vastly different world. Not just people-wise, but opportunity-wise, emotion-wise, in every single way. You see how we were all forced to go virtual? I love it. Pay attention. Make the changes that you need to make now. Heed your shadow side. Open up to the painful and unpleasant messages that are arising for you. The bad, so-called bad parts of yourself that you don't like, embrace it. Why? Because it's part of you. Okay? It's really, really important. When you embrace it, you change. You become different. You become you, who you truly are. And this is really, really important. This is what COVID lockdown has brought to us. This is what it is bringing to the fore. You see all of those idiots who are rioting in the streets because they cannot deal with another lockdown? That is bullshit. That is just pure ignorance. And they, by their actions, are prolonging the pain. That's it. That's the bottom line. Okay? So, this is the reading. It's actually a beautiful reading because notice the wash of color. It's literally a paintbrush painting over everything. You will have a new slate on which to begin, a new chapter in your life. Prepare for it and begin that change now. Okay? So remember to hook up with me on and charge ahead. Charge ahead. As if your ass is on fire. Charge ahead. Go for it. Whatever objectives you have, flesh them out. Flesh them out in real time. Whatever goals, whatever you want to achieve, write it all down. Listen to me. I haven't written down mine, but this is what I know needs to happen. Okay? All right. So that was the weekly reading. So now on to Marie Ivy. On to Marie Ivy. And then now I have another idiot here who has just this Robert Williams. This is so aggravating. This is so aggravating. They are like lice. They are pests. But don't worry, Robert Williams. I am going to deal with you. I am going to deal with you. All right. So, Kavita Naidu. And before Kavita was Marie Ivy. All right. So because of this pest that is on here, I am going to end at Kavita Naidu. All right. So Kavita, you will be my last reading while I deal with this jackass. You will be my last reading. I don't like these sort of things at all. I don't appreciate them. I could probably give him a reading right now and tell him exactly what is what, because you see that desperation that he is exhibiting. It is going to take him nowhere except further down the rabbit hole. Okay, so Marie Ivy. Marie Ivy, was your question specific? Let me see, let me see. Let's see. No, I can't do it from here. Okay, Marie Ivy. Let me just double check that you didn't have a specific question, my dear. Yes, I do, Sylvia, absolutely. I can't stand this sort of stuff. And I haven't been on in so long, but I'm going to curtail this after Kavita. All right, so Marie Ivy, what does Marie Ivy need to know right now for her highest good? That's a beautiful name. You know, Marie is my home name. Marie Ivy. You know, interestingly enough, this name reminds me of Blue Ivy, if that's her name. Whose child is she? Jay-Z and Beyonce. Interesting. Well, the card that fell out for you, Miss Marie Ivy, is the Strength card. Number 8. I was just shuffling through the deck and number 8 fell out. So before I continue, just remember that you all can find me on facebook.com/Intuitive Catalyst Conduit, no spaces. I do lots of different type of readings and journeyings. Journeyings are my speciality. So if you ever want to be taken to your planet or star of origin, you know where to find me. I am the only person on this planet who does this. And this was gifted to me, as I said, by Dragon and all of the planets in the universe, which is a pretty powerful thing. You can see some 30-something odd reviews on my Facebook page from all the different people who I took journeying, and it changed their lives. All right, so Marie Ivy, you are strong, girl. You are strong, and whatever has happened in your life has made you stronger. This is the number 8 card, and it's the Major Arcana card. The number 8, when turned on its side, gives you the infinity sign. You are good to go. You need to ground a lot. You need to create boundaries, my dear girl. You are allowing people to suck your energy and deplete your strength. You just need to know one thing. Nobody can suck your strength away. It's an illusion. It's the energy, in fact, that they are taking from you because you are so strong and powerful. I know about that. So let me advise you, Marie Ivy, right now. You go find, what's her name? Prune Harris. You go find Prune Harris on YouTube, and you will find various energy exercises. They are simple. There are some that are less than 5 minutes that you need to do to reinforce your inner strength so that you will not feel depleted by people who tap into your energy because they are not as strong as you are. Okay? And begin doing those exercises and do them every single day. You can do them 2 and 3 times a day. Really straightforward. You choose those or the one that suits you, that feels right for you. Your inner strength, as I said, is amazing. What patience you have, what trust. You have the courage, passion, vitality, and desire to forge ahead. And I love that, to get things done. You get things done. You are a woman of action. However, you see, when you are forging ahead, something happens. You become almost animalistic. Um, and I don't mean that in a negative way whatsoever, but something rises in you. And in fact, I see a Black Panther. What a beautiful symbol. You must check out Black Panther to see what its qualities are. Black Panther is one of my um, spirit animals. But see what Black Panther has to tell you about yourself. Because when you are in a particular phase, this is the power that rises, and it may make you feel a bit scared. There's nothing to be scared about. This is part of you, and you must embrace it. And I mean that you must embrace it. There's nothing to be scared about at all. This is power. This is passion. Black Panther knows how to weave in and out. You don't see him coming at all. He is a powerful hunter, and the night is his domain. Good health and a lust for life, I hear, is what embodies this strength. Now, but what is calling me here is the figure, this dark red figure, and you need to dig deeper. You need to dig deeper and pull up the strength that you need when you need it from Mother Earth. She is there to support you in all ways. The green is the green of heart, but it's this purple red figure that grabs my attention. She, he, it is leaping off the cards. All right? You need to heed your intuition as well. Sometimes you do, sometimes you don't. You do it more than most. Your light body is part of you. You are a magnificent being, and you need to trust what you know, even when you don't know how you know it. Okay, Marie Ivy. I almost said Blue Ivy. I almost said Blue Ivy. You're very welcome, Marie. All right, so Kavita, you will be the last. Okay, and what is your message? Hope you would like to know if I'll find another job anytime soon. I lost my job. Okay, all right, let's see. Now, the first thing I am feeling here, Kavita, is you don't seem to know what kind of job you want. That's bad. Because if you are not specific, my dear, then you're just going to get anything. And is it really just anything that you want? Is it just really any old job that you want? I just can't believe that, unless it's just something to tide you over because you have bigger plums in the offing or something. I don't know. And you see what I just did? My eye. I just did something at my eye. So what is it you're not seeing clearly? You're not seeing something clearly, Kavita. And you need to pay attention to this. You need to clarify your thoughts. You need to clarify your desires. Okay? Now, what does Dream Dust have to say? What does Dream Dust have to tell Kavita Naidu about whether she will find a job soon, another job soon or not? But before I cut the deck, Kavita, you need to understand something, and you need to embrace this. Whether you accept it or not, you must begin, and I don't usually use the word must, This is the second time today. When one door closes, another one opens, and it's always something better. Always. Okay? However, as I said, if you have not clarified exactly what you want, you need to sit down with pen and paper and start doing so. You need to decide where you want to work. You need to decide what kind of salary you want to earn. You need to decide the quality and characteristics of the people that you will be working with. You need to decide what kind of benefits you want to have. Okay? And all of those things, you need to be absolutely specific in every single area. If commute is involved, you need to decide how long a commute you are prepared to travel. If it's in a particular city, or if you have a particular city in mind, you need to be absolutely specific about that. Be specific about every single thing, because otherwise, you're just going to get anything. You have to be specific in order for the universe to provide, my dear. All right. So, will Kavita Naidu, is it Kavida? Yes, Kavita Naidu be getting another job anytime soon for her highest good? Oh my goodness, that's a big, big yes. You see this magnificent card? I call this my rainbow card. I love, 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 love this card. And it's because of all the colors. And in fact, what it is talking about here is charging ahead. Wind horse. Wind horse. This is, you are ambitious. You are very ambitious. So that tells me that, okay, you do have some clarity of purpose, but as far as I'm concerned, from what I'm hearing, it's not enough. You are not clear, you are not being clear enough. So because you are such an ambitious person, you are very opinionated, which is fantastic. You are determined to win, and that is wonderful. The only problem here is because it's the wind card. It's a wind card. This is talking about, this is dealing with your windy thoughts. You think too much. Okay, it's true that my boss, my old German boss, he used to tell me that you cannot think enough. But you see, when you get a wind card, I call that mental flatulence. You know, you're thinking too much. You're overthinking. You are overthinking. All you need to do is focus, girl. All right? Because this beautiful rainbow card is moving fast. And I mean fast across the horizon. Go ahead. You want to be heard? Make yourself heard. You are moving quickly. You are full of energy. Now, you want to succeed? Yes. And you want to succeed no matter what. Here, you have to be careful of the toes you step on. Okay? That's just a basic. That's just a basic. But stop for nothing. You are a colorful individual, and I can see just by that red in your photo, you are a colorful individual. But let me give you one advice. You see that dark background? Get rid of it. You need to show who you are, and your photo, your whatever they call it, your avatar doesn't show you up enough. And you need to be seen. You must allow yourself to be seen. All right? Use that use your strong focus. Spirit is going to help you accomplish what you need. But you need to think about this. What are you sacrificing in order to get there? What are you prepared to sacrifice? Focus on that. Think that through. It's important. All right? And guess what? A pot of gold. A pot of gold. Now, we don't mean this literally, yeah? But you know what the term means. Awaits you at the end of this magnificent rainbow. So again, I ask you, what are you willing to risk? What are you willing to sacrifice? And what is your plan of action to get it? Think on that, beautiful girl. You are good to go. Okay? Heed what I said, and I would suggest that you give it maybe a half an hour or a day, and you come back, Kavida, You return and you listen to every single word at the end here. Listen to every single word and pay attention to what I am saying. Okay? You're very, very welcome. That is not a problem at all. This is why I am here. All right, people? So on this note, I will say, ciao.